Let me just see if we can get this trucking. I think we're going to be, we've done it. We've done it. Hello and welcome to the second potato print along. A few technical glitches this evening, but we finally got there. My name's James O'Brien. I am the Chief Potato Officer at Potato Printer, and this evening we are in esteemed company. We have got Yasmine Day. Yasmine, welcome.
Hi. You didn't introduce me properly, James.
I'm sorry, Yasmine. How should I have introduced you?
Hello everyone. I'm Yasmine Day, famous 1980s power ballad singer, most commonly known for fronting the Bonnie Tyler tribute act, The Yasmine Day Experience. That's how you do it, James.
Bit of a mouthful, but yeah, you need no introductions. Today we are going to be potato printing a big whale. Those of you that emailed in earlier in the week and today, hopefully you got the PDF. For those that didn't, this is what we're going to be cutting out. Yeah, let's get to it. So these are the let me just bring in my potato camera view so you can see what we're working with here. Here's the templates which I cut out. Here we've got the main body, the mouth, the spurt, the tails, and a few eyes here and there as well. It's really important to get a good potato. You know, either of these two will do. As you'll see, this potato is not the same size as the template I'm using. Don't worry, all will become clear as we move along. First steps, of course, is we're going to be using a sharp knife. I couldn't hear anyone last week on Zoom because I muted everybody. I won't be able to hear your screams. Be very careful with the knife. That's all I'm going to say. We don't want any accidents this evening. The NHS are at full stretch. So we want to be chopping this potato lengthways. So let's get going.
Can I ask a question, James?
You can always ask a question, Yasmine.
I have very small potatoes.
Oh dear. Oh gosh. They are very small.
Yes, I don't like any food bigger than my hand.
So avocados are out as well.
Yes, I have a fear of it.
Bananas.
Definitely not.
Tiny bananas. How is lockdown treating you, Yasmine?
It's very good. I've been doing concerts within my beautiful four-bedroom mock Tudor home, which I share with 4 other people. And I'm having a wonderful time. I did a concert last night outside, and around 8 p.m. everybody clapped for me. It was amazing.
Gosh. Were you performing this evening?
So I'm clearly making waves.
Okay, so we've got these 2 potatoes here in half, and now we're going to start carving out some of these shapes. So best to have the ink side down on the potato. So I'm just going to place that on there like so, and now I'm just going to quickly whittle away. And while I'm whittling away, and hopefully you are too, I can ask Yasmine some questions. So Yasmine, tell us all a little about your journey so far as a pop icon.
Oh gosh, James, I mean, you've asked the question everybody wants to know, you know. Where I live in Chessington, Surrey, I get stopped constantly. They go, Yasmin, you know, what have you been up to? What was it like working with Trevor Bonn? You know, did you really work with Sheena Easton? I get it all the time, James, and you're not the first person that's asked me today. But you know, I do have I have a once every 4 monthly residency at the moment at the Frog and Bucket in Slough.
Is that still open?
Now, no, unfortunately, it's not. You know, but it's funny, you know, people are saying they've lost work, you know, throughout this period of quarantine or self-isolation, but I personally haven't noticed much difference.
Gosh.
Yes, and I have in this Frog and Bucket, I do original songs, but I do my own unique spin on them, James, you see.
Oh, really?
So it's important you I know you're an artist, but you're not a singer. So it's very different. We're a little bit better at it, in most things. And you know, you have to do your own unique rendition of things. You know, a critic once said that my rendition of Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight in a reggaeton style was hard to unhear.
High praise. Very high
Yes,
praise.
I heard you paused there, but I think you were just overwhelmed with the fact that you are in my company.
It's live, so my face tends to freeze up from time to time. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, no,
No,
fully.
I think it must be you were overwhelmed. James, do you like
So
my spotlight?
it's a very good spotlight, Yasmin. It's very, very dashing, very,
Thank
very
you.
dramatic, very dramatic. And
Mm.
just watch your fingers with the spotlight while you're cutting potatoes apart. So you'll see
Oh,
here.
yes, very good.
Hopefully, let me just bring that into view. Yeah, no. That we've got a potato there, and that's the mouth. So that's kind of like the shape that you should be looking for. We'll move on to the spurt now. So again, ink side down, pop it on the potato, and we'll start carving away. How are you getting on over there, Yasmin, with your carving?
So this is the mouth, like this.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. Roughly, that's probably
Mm.
what you'll be
Looks like
looking for.
a very funny mouth, James.
I've had better
I
compliments, but
tell you what, that mouth would not be able to sing a tune. You know, it's just not the right shape.
who do you think has got the best mouth in the biz, Yasmin? Apart from yourself, of course.
Yeah, obviously. Who has the best mouth? Jennifer Lopez?
What makes her stand out? Do you think? What's so striking about her mouth than others? You know, let's say Shane McGowan, for example,
Shane McGowan, who's that?
Pogues. Who's in the Pogues? Not many teeth.
Right, yeah. Oh, right, yes. Oh, no. Teeth would not, you must have teeth. That's the first rule of singing. Have teeth.
Have teeth.
Yes, and sometimes I teach singing lessons, rarely, but you know, you've got to do it sometimes. People beg you, you know. And when I teach singing, I ask, I say, show me your teeth. And if they've not got any teeth, I can't. That's why I don't teach children, because they lose their teeth all the time.
Because they lose their teeth all the time. Yeah, the
I can't have
responsibility.
that.
You can't, can you? It's a big burden,
It's
isn't
too
it?
much.
If they start losing teeth willy-nilly.
Yes,
You know,
no, I can't do it. I don't have faith, you know. If I lost my teeth, my career would be over, you know. That's it.
do you need any dentures?
Hmm?
Dentures? Have you ever thought about dentures? Getting a few crowns fitted?
You are very obsessed with dentures, aren't you, at the moment, James? You've been doing lots of celebrity dentures.
I know. Yeah, that's kind of my
Why
thing
haven't
now.
you done mine? Why haven't you done Yasmin Day yet?
I mean, I should have really. After this, I'll get on it. So
Yes, I've got
this is
beautiful
what the spurt should be looking like. I'll try and lift that up a little bit closer to the camera. Yeah, but it's a bit like the McDonald's arches. It's kind of like the effect that you want to be going for there. a few more shapes to go. So this is the tail of the whale, the fin. So again, placing that down ink side.
Now, do whales have tails?
Do whales have nails?
Tails.
Tails. They're fins, don't they? I think they're commonly known as fins. But I'm not really, I'm not really an expert.
They have songs, don't they?
I tell you what they do have, though. I tell you what whales do have, James.
What do they have?
They have
Yes.
very good voices.
Very good voices.
Yes, they're very good singers.
The whales.
Yes.
I've never heard a whale, to be honest with you. What kind of things have you heard?
Oh, they sing beautiful music. You see, I first heard a whale sing when I was doing my when I was cruising the Norwegian cruise liners as a one-woman Bananarama tribute act, Banana. And there I was, we were out whale watching. I didn't want to do it, but my husband, Lenny Wickle, at the time, insisted. And we went out and I heard them singing, and it was the most beautiful thing. They were singing to each other.
Gosh. How did it sound?
Like this. Ma, ma, ma. A little bit like that, but I'm obviously better than the whale.
Well, you're a professional, aren't you? Whales, I guess, all they can attain for is like, a semi-professional standard. There we go. So this is the tail that you should be kind of like looking for. Just put that under this camera there. That's kind of the shape that you're going for. So kind of like an off-piste S shape that you kind of want to be looking for there. Lovely. And now, some of you might be ahead of me, some of you might not be. We're all learning together, aren't we? So we're now onto the eyes.
Oh, God.
How are you getting on, Yasmine? Are you behind or ahead, or are you just doing your own thing?
Do you know what? I do my own thing. Can you hear me, James?
I can hear you.
Oh, my camera's gone funny. Yes, I do my own thing. As I said, I like to do my own unique renditions of songs. I even make my own props. I don't know if I've shown you, James. I made a window.
You made a window?
Can you still hear me? Yes, look. Can you see?
Oh, I can see. Yes. And what's that for? Is that?
It's for my music video.
Oh, maybe we'll see that at the end, maybe.
Yes, it's important for everyone. If you're in any music video, you must have at least one part where you look out of a window.
Okay, so that's one of the eyes. There, that's all ready to go. And we'll move on to here. So you'll see here, I'll put on the other camera, the other eye. So yeah, any kind of like offcuts that you've got to spare, we can use those and just quickly carve those into shape. So who's your biggest influence, Yasmine?
Oh, good question. Other than me, I mean, I do like Bonnie Tyler. She is, I think she's great. I was once, I met her a few times actually, James. For a while, I was her wind machine at Top of the Pops.
Oh, you're her own wind machine.
Yes. Oh gosh, James, you have a lot to learn about singers. It's very important that they have their own wind machine. Sometimes it's a case of I was just blowing my own air from my own lungs into her face. Other times it was wafting a bit of paper You know, all sorts of things we
All
used to
sorts
use
of
back then. You know, before electricity.
Before electricity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, a long time ago. Yeah.
People now, and so yeah, last small ones here. So this just needs to be,
I think that,
you know,
the eyes are the
trying
hardest, right?
they are the hardest. It takes a little bit of skill. You know, realistically, you know, you just want to be trying to safely try and cut the smallest kind of pupil that you can. So let me just switch the. So yeah, just learning a bit of new tech here. So yeah, you can see there. That's the kind of the size of the eye that you're going to be trying to get for there. If you can get anything smaller, great. But yeah, at this stage and with time not on our side, we'll that's what we'll go for. Okay, it's now time for a bit of painting. Yeah, painting, Yasmine. Have you got paints on your side?
Oh, I have pink glitter.
A pink whale. Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or blue glitter.
Oof. How many glitter
Gold.
paints do you have in your array?
I have in my closet. I have 300,
Gosh.
but
You
I've
are
just
nice.
brought out 3.
Okay. So let's see what we can do here. Let's just move these out of the way. I should have arranged myself beforehand, but never mind. Let's.
Yes, James. An artist must always be prepared.
It's very difficult. Very difficult, but here we go. We're winning. Okay, so paints. So arrange here. So we're obviously going to start with the body of the whale. So what we want to do is get a bit of blue paint going. You know, if you want to, you can, you know, lighten up your shade, adding a bit of white, which is what I'm going to do now. Yeah, I'll do, I think. Lovely. Okay, and what we want to do now is look at the contours of this potato. So we want to think about this kind of like the top left hand of the whale. If you look at the original whale that we're trying to recreate, it's almost at like a right angle. So on this potato, this corner here is kind of like the most sharp angle. So what I'm going to do is just going to dip this in. You know, some people prefer to dab it onto the potato. I just prefer to get right in there. How do you go about it, Yasmine? What's your preferred technique for getting paint on potato?
Straight in, just really rub it in. Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I go for everything in life. So you just have that's what you have to do, James.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So, and then we just pop that down. See what comes out. Great. And now what we want to do is basically, you know, build out from this initial first starting point. So We want quite a nice sized whale, so I'm just going to place this along the side at the top here.
Oh, right. No, he does it on the side. I was doing it the other way.
What's wrong, Yasmine? Have you made a mistake?
No, I never make mistakes. Art is never a mistake, anything in art. But I just made a choice. That's what I've made. It's a choice. Yes, and I've gone for a different sort of colour to what you would normally expect a whale to be.
I can't wait to see it at the end. That's a good point, actually, as well. Like at the end, last week was really fun seeing everybody's flamingos. So do send me your whales at the end. Either drop me a line on email or send them over on Instagram. It's really fun to see how it's all worked out for everybody. So you can see here, I'm just using the shape of the potato to best kind of get this kind of fun square going, getting in there. Lovely.
Can I ask you a question, James?
Always.
2 questions.
2 questions.
1, why potatoes? And 2, who's your favourite singer?
Oh. So the potatoes, it was all a bit of an accident, really. I was attempting to do some comedy a few years ago, and I'd made a sticker album about Robert Mugabe, and I then soon realised that dictators they've got quite soft egos, and I wondered what it might look like if I potato printed Robert Mugabe, and then things just got out of hand. I then started potato printing all these dictators, and then that moved into friendly whales because people don't want a calendar of dictators on their wall. So that's in essence the journey, Yasmine.
Oh, very interesting. I met Robert Mugabe once.
You met him once?
Yes, I sang for him.
Was it a good fee?
In Chessington.
In
Sorry?
Chessington?
Yes, in Chessington, where I live. He was in Waitrose.
So now we're moving on to the tail. So again, same colour, and what we want to be doing is just placing this at the base of the whale.
James, which one was the tail? The
one that isn't the mouth or the skirt. Yes.
And
yes.
would you encourage the tail to be the same colour as the main bit of the whale?
It could be. It could be a bit darker. Yeah, I mean, have fun with it. Have fun with it. You're free to do what you like. And now we want to do a spurt. So I'm just going to make a little bit more of a lighter shade here. Just going to use the other side of my brush. Get that a little bit lighter. Lovely. I'm also aware that I've been neglecting any kind of comments that have been coming in. Multitasking isn't really my strong point. I need a producer, really. Do you have an assistant, Yasmine?
I have my housemate Mindy. She does a lot of work for me, but it's best to steer quite clear from her. She's got a gammy eye, and it just gets everywhere. It gets all over the equipment. But I've had many producers. I had one producer once called Bruce Jones. He discovered me back in 1982 when I was in a band called Rum and Raisin.
Rum and Raisin. What kind of music was that?
Well, it was a duo, so I was rum because obviously I was spicy, and Raisin, he was my 90-year-old bass player,
90?
and we would play. Yes, he was 90 years old, very old man,
Very old.
but a fantastic bassist, very fast considering, he had arthritic hands. But it was actually quite good. The arthritis was good. It worked in his favor for some reason. Playing the bass, it sort of allowed his fingers to just go all over the place. And he really was a wonderful man. And we would often just play all sorts of things. Samba, jazz, folk. Oh, we did it all, James.
All of it. All of it. Gosh.
Recorder. We played the recorder.
Lovely. So we should now have something resembling that. Hopefully. Don't worry if you've not. There's plenty of time. We also now need to get the hairdryers out. So those that got the list of stuff. I'm just going to give this a quick whiz with the hairdryer. So apologies for the sound that's going to be coming down your ears any time now. Should only last a couple of seconds. If you don't have a hairdryer to hand, wait a couple of minutes, wait for it to dry, and then you can add these next bits and pieces on shortly after. So here we go. Lovely. So now we can pop the mouth on. I'm absolutely coated in paint.
James, I didn't have a hairdryer, so I just blew on it, but I'm used to it. I was Bonnie Tyler's wind machine, so I'm hoping that it'll be fine.
Of course, yeah. You've got quite a bit of puff, haven't you?
I really do. Singers have to, Mm-hmm.
Okay, so pop the there, and get these in here. Get a good covering on the mouth.
The mouth, right? Oh, that's this one, right? It's very confusing what all the bits are sometimes, James.
I know. I mean, sometimes creating little compartments for them all might be necessary. Okay, and so we'll just pump that in.
Wait, yes.
So here you can see it's just not really connecting. It's probably still a little bit tacky.
Tacky? Oh gosh, that's what Chris call me all the
tacky.
time.
Oh, no, I'll do. I can live with that.
Oh, that looks lovely, James.
Sorry?
That looks lovely.
It does, doesn't it? It's getting there. It's getting there. So now I'm just going to try and get a bit more white paint out of here. That's not going to happen. Got some in the lid. Lovely. So now it's time to get the eyes on. So let's start with the smaller one first, coming in from the left. So get your eye. Pop it in some white paint. Just going to dab that off. Lay that on. And take the other eye. Lovely. And again, just going to get the hairdryer out. Quickly give this a blast. finally, a bit of blue for the pupils. So taking the smaller pupil piece here, dabbing that in, leveling that off, and then it's just a case of, oh dear, a little bit too thick.
You're saying lots of artistic language, James, like dabbling and leveling. Is there any, what's the sort of meaning behind these?
The dabbling.
Yes.
The dabbling. Yeah. I mean, it's quite hard to explain really, but it's more just kind of like fuss around a bit. I should write up a little glossary of terms, shouldn't I? Really, and then publish those.
Oh yeah, I've got one. We all need one.
And and so that's what we should hopefully kind of end up with. There we go. Yasmine, how does your whale look?
Oh, she's beautiful. I've named her Jennifer Lopez.
Let's have a look. Let's just bring you onto the main camera. It's gosh, that is very,
There she is.
very.
It's green. Can you see?
Yeah, a green whale with an odd-looking tail.
Blue.
The mouth is quite interesting. It looks like. I mean, I don't want to be offensive. It looks a little bit like a marrow.
A marrow. Oh yes. Oh, I can see it.
Yeah.
Yes, you know what? I was meant to draw a marrow. That was the intention. I love marrows.
Lovely.
And it's glittery. It's glittery as well.
Glistening. I think also when it dries, I think it will also have quite a lot more impact as well, won't it?
Oh well, like everything I do does. Yes, it will. It will inspire millions.
Design that, Yasmine. Do you think people would pay a princely sum for artwork commissioned by yourself?
I mean, yes, that's a silly question, really. I mean, how much would you pay? How much would you buy this painting for, James?
It's hard to say in today's climate, isn't it? I mean,
£800, maybe.
£800 is a snip, absolute snip.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I normally charge for my albums.
On that note, I mean, we're now at the obviously we've printed our whales. Please do send them through. To finish the show this evening, Yasmine is going to do one of her numbers, aren't you, Yasmine? What are you going to sing for us to play us out?
See, I know we can't hear anybody, but it is a Friday night. We're all in isolation and we want to have a bit of fun. So I really would like everyone to sing along, and I promise you'll know the words. It's essentially what I do is a very popular rendition is I sing Eternal Flame, but with only the vowels.
Love it. Can't wait to hear it.
It's only got me fired 2 or 3 times. And James, are you going to sing it with us?
Yeah, I can try. Yeah.
So I'll start. We'll do a verse and a chorus. Are you ready? I'll get my smoke machine, portable smoke machine.
Lovely.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, I'm going to sing it a cappella. That's just an Italian word. A meaning at, and cappella meaning being amazing all on your own. Okay, here we go. Oh, I. E o a e u e I e u e a u e I o e I e the chorus, James. A I u e o I. O-O-E, I-E-A, I-O-O-O-U-A-E, oh. Did you like that, James?
That was beautiful, Yasmine. I'm sure the viewers enjoyed it too.
What have people said in the comments about my voice?
Only good things. Only good things.
Good.
Thank you very much for potato printing with me this evening, Yasmine. I hope you've had fun.
Yeah.
Where can people find more about you and your art?
Well, a few places. I can send you a CD. I've got about 2,000 in my drawer. Or you can follow me on Instagram, Yasmine Day 80, on Twitter, Yasmine Day 80 as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm sure you'll be inundated. Thank you very much,
Yes.
everybody, for joining us this evening.
Thank you, James.
I hope you've enjoyed it. Next week, we're potato printing a penguin. Hopefully, you'll join us for that. That'll be with Katie Davison. Also promises to be a lot of fun. In the meantime, just, look after your spuds. Take care. Bye-bye. And hopefully see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.